Good morning, America, and welcome to the Dick Richards Show.
Woohoo! Woohoo, Dick!
I'm your host, as always, Dick Richards, and today we have a very special show. My good friend and Ronald Reagan's Chief of Staff, James Baker, is going to be here with us. And also joining us is Mikhail Gorbachev, right? He's from the Soviet Union, as I hope most of you guys know. And they are a communist nation. They are exact opposite as us. As you know, we're a democratic nation. Oh, and here comes Mr. Baker now.
How you doing?
James
How you doing,
Baker,
Dick
how
Richards?
are you?
How you doing, America?
So, how are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing better now that this whole Cold War thing is rounding down.
Very true, very true. So please tell me what you do, and who are you?
Well, my name is James Baker. I'm the Chief of Staff for the Reagan administration.
Now, America's foreign policy. Can you please tell me about it?
Yeah, sure, certainly, Dick. During the Cold War era, our foreign policy was to completely contain the Soviet Union, or the evil empire.
Alright, that's good to know. Can you please tell me our point of view from the Cold War?
Our point of view from the Cold War was that the Soviets were becoming rapidly strong and rapidly expanding. They quickly absorbed their nearby enemies, and we needed to put a stop to it, or else it was going to get out of hand.
Yes. How did the U.S. attempt to counteract the spread of communism?
Well, we did a lot. We tried to contain the Soviets. They were getting out of hand, like I said earlier, and we tried to isolate them.
Makes sense.
By isolating them, we cut off all their currency, all their hard currency, and trading with America and nearby allies. The allies that helped us to counteract the spread of communists were Pope John Paul and Margaret Thatcher, the British ruler at the time. Our goal with Margaret Thatcher and Pope John was to rally the free world and speak for millions behind the Iron Curtain. To counteract the spread of communism, the Truman Doctrine played a role early before the Cold War started. It was American aid to prevent a communist takeover in European countries and nations, but the Truman Doctrine proved to be not as strong as we hoped.
Alright. Now I'm going to ask you, what were yours and Ronald Reagan's fears during the Cold War?
Yeah, well, during the Cold War, we were experiencing some very scary times. Actually, nuclear weapons posed a vital threat against America. Also, because the Soviets were becoming so strong, their foreign policy was a communist state, that we were afraid that there would be eventually, if they got powerful enough, they would become a one-world communist country, and that would be catastrophic.
That would, in fact, not be good at all. And what did we do to combat nuclear warfare?
Well, during the time of the Cold War, there was a window of vulnerability between the Soviets and nuclear weapons and nuclear artillery from being achieved. So, and it was approaching fast too. We had to act fast, and
it's good.
Right when the Soviets were basically able to shoot a nuclear missile, destroying United States defense systems, and it wasn't pretty. We had to we were tempted to make a defense administration combating all nuclear weapons.
Okay.
And we wound up making the SDI. The SDI, or Strategic Defense Initiative.
That's where I'm going to stop you. What exactly is the SDI?
The SDI is a network of systems that were to combat incoming enemy missiles. such as if the Soviets had sent an enemy nuclear weapon, the
Such
SDI...
as an atom bomb.
Yes, or something of that caliber.
Alright.
We had satellites in space that were able to sense missiles coming in and give us information that we were able to maybe destroy them before they got too powerful.
Alright, my next question for you. Is it true that you and Mr. Gorbachev have met in the past before?
Yeah, me and Mr. Gorbachev have met. It all started with START talks, or strategic arm reduction talks.
And those were what exactly?
We discussed how to minimize nuclear disasters, how we plan to contain global war. And that started and these START talks started in mid-1982, about?
Around there?
Yeah. And many sessions occurred between both sides. We met numerous times, although right when we began getting friendly with the Soviets, although the last time we met with Gorbachev, he said that we abandoned our policies and strategic defenses, and he, above all, left us.
Alright, well, Mr. Jace Baker, it's great talking to you.
Thanks, Dick.
I hope to see you again. Everyone, Chief of Staff, Mr. Jace Baker.
See you later, America.
And my next guest is Mr. Gorbachev.
It's Gorbachev,
Mr.
sir.
Gorbachev, how are you today?
It's Gorbachev, sir.
Mr. Gorbachev, how are you?
I'm alright. How about you?
It's not bad, dude. Thanks for asking. Alright, we're gonna start off. Can I please ask you about communism?
Yes. Communism is a system of government like democracy or dictatorship. There is also no social classes and
Alright, can you now tell me about how the Cold War ended?
Yes. Despite the environment of fear, the Cold War was ended in 1985. I became the leader of the Soviet Union, and I pledged thorough reforms on the communist system.
Alright, really. Alright, and you had two policies, right? Am I correct?
Yes, perestroika and glasnost. My policies relaxed the Soviet Union.
Alright, glasnost. Can I ask you what that is?
Yes, glasnost gave the freedom to the Soviet Union. This was a big change, as control of the speech and suppression of the government had previously been part of the Soviet Union.
And what was your other policy?
Perestroika. That was introduced in an attempt to overcome the economic stagnation by creating dependable and effective mechanism for accelerating economic and social progress.
Well, Mr. Gorbachev, it was great talking to you. We're running out of time. Mr. Gorbachev, have a great day.
You too.
I hope to see you around. Everyone, America, Mr. Gorbachev. Well, as time's on the down here, America, I'm going to just give you some last thoughts. In conclusion, America tried to isolate the Soviet Union because they were obviously getting too powerful, as Mr. James Baker was saying. And one thing that they didn't talk about was the Marshall Plan, which it created an economic miracle in Western Europe, and it fueled a post-war economic boom in America. Well, America, it's been another episode of the Dick Richards Show, and I hope to see you guys all here next time. Have a good night, America. Have a great night.